Okay, I'm skipping the next one because it's just we already. It's not even asking the only question. Ask us about what we think of NWA Power. That's all it is. We discuss it later. Hey guys, this next one's from Hughie. The subject is Mike Kanellis being entitled. Hey guys, especially my good friend Conan.
Not your friend.
That was nice.
Don't you do that? I want to ask you about Mike Kanellis. So earlier this week, he publicly announced that he had asked for his release from WWE. Good for him. But then he came out that he was making $500K per year to work 1 day a week. I get that he wasn't main eventing PPVs, but money is money. So what I'm asking is Mike Kanellis entitled? I mean, this is a guy who came into the company with a drug problem, almost immediately needed time off. His wife was also to contract, became pregnant twice. So does he have any right to complain about how WWE books him? Realistically, WWE had every right to fire him for the drug stuff. Plus, once the second baby comes, won't he want time off to be with the kid? If he starts working 4 or 5 days a week, he's only going to complain online how he's missed his family anyway. To me, this is an example of a wrestler not realizing how good they have it and turning into a mark. And mostly, Conan, this is in capital letter, Conan, do my podcast for Christmas with the question mark. Like a Christmas present for a huge, you do his podcast. What are the chances of that?
The same chances have always been absolutely none. I don't find you entertaining. I find you boring.
I think it's entertaining.
Okay, but he's not asking you, he's asking me. Okay, I find you boring, unentertaining, and unfunny, kind of like my boy Joe here. But Joe's still my boy. I'm just not doing any of his shows, which means vis-a-vis, I'm not doing your shows or Durbin's, or even though he hasn't asked or Hambones or anybody over there.
Well, what about people that think you're boring?
Then don't come on the show and don't listen to it. Simple.
I don't really have a comment on Mike Kanellis. He's making $500K a year. That's unbelievable.
And here's the real deal. Here's the real deal. When he was in Impact and they were giving him a push, I remember us talking about it. I always used to say the star is the girl. Okay, she was back then in Impact and she still is. That guy's not money. That's why they're not using him, which is not an excuse for not using other people, because there's a lot of talented guys they're not using correctly, but he ain't the guy that if I had that roster, I'd be pushing. So I don't understand, he must, you can't tell a wrestler he's not that good. Everybody thinks they're better than they really are.
When they were in Ring of Honor in Japan, she was the best part of the act too. And what does he think's going to happen if he gets his release, loses the big contract that he's got? Does he think AEW is going to bring him in and push him to the top of the card? I don't think
what probably a lot of guys do think. They probably think, hey, they get it. WWE doesn't. They don't understand. These guys aren't WWE marks. They're not just going to pick up anybody that leaves.
But I mean,
Impact did for many years.
I don't think there's a big groundswell of push Mike Bennett fans out there, is there?
No. There isn't one to push hugely either, but yet he's out there. Boom. Nothing. That's too buried.
I think, first of all, you're very disrespectful to Hughes. Okay?
Wait. What makes you think I care what I think about Hughley, Disco?
Because I think you're very disrespectful.
I am. And I'm not going on the show. Boom.